Okay, yeah, we're recording. I'm going to talk about fractions and decimals and percentages. Different ways of talking about the same mathematical object. Um, basically you probably know that a half equals 50% or 0.5. And basically I'm going to talk about how to convert different fractions into percentages and decimals, just like that. So we're going to start simple, like we always do, and I'm just going to remind you how numbers work. Really, if I've got a number 486.42, well, there's my decimal point. That's the ones column. That's the tens. That's the hundreds. That's 1/10, and that's 1/100th. So as you go from this side to that side, the numbers get well, they're worth less and less as they go down there. So this 8, for example, is worth 8/10, which is 80. That 4 is worth 400 because it's 4 units per 100. That 6 is worth 6/1, so that's just 6. 4/10 and 2/10. Let's take that number 0.42, just the decimal part of this this big number here, and I'll just write out what it means. Well, that's 4/10 plus 2/100, and I can rewrite that as 40/10. No, 40/100. You see, all I've done is add a 0 to the top and the bottom. So if I wanted to cancel this one, I could cancel the 10 from the top and the bottom, or a factor of 10 from the top and the bottom, and I'd be back to 4/10 plus 2/100. You see, I've not changed it by rewriting that 4/10 equals 40 plus 2 all over 100 equals 42 over 100. There you go. So 0.42, look, I can change my colour. 0.42 equals 42 over 100. And it works, well, you can see it's what I've written here is not special. There's nothing special about 4 and 2. It would work with any numbers. I could say 0.66 equals, I'll just zoom in on that, 6/10 plus 6/100. Of course, if I wanted to, I could rewrite that as 3/5, but I don't really need to bother with that. That equals 60/100 plus 6/100. You see, all I'm doing is writing down the two terms together like that. Equals 66/100. Actually, I said it didn't matter about what the numbers was, but it sort of does sometimes. If I say 0.07, for example, well, that equals 0 over 10 plus 7/100. And in this case, you've got a slightly, I suppose the same line of logic works. I was going to say, well, you can forget about this guy here. Well, you can just say 7/100. That's what I was going to say, but I guess the same line of logic works because that's still 0 over 100 because it's just 0. Oops. Plus 7/100 equals 7 over 100. So I guess it sort of works with 0 as well. Well, it does. It does work. Okay. So take-home message is any number to two decimal places like this, 0.89 equals 89 over 100. And that's all I want to say. I'm going to stop there. Stop when the going's good. Stop.